Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. Farmers all over the country walked off the paddock today and took their tractors to town to protest the government's proposed emissions tax.
The Groundswell Group doesn't want to pay tax and doesn't want to pay the tax and wants out of the emissions trading scheme altogether. Alexa Cook reports.
They came in droves, driving off the paddocks and into the city, descending on central Auckland with a clear message.
Stop the planned agricultural emissions tax and undo the legislation to put farming into the ETS.
Telling the government they've had enough.
Well, guess what? We're not going to take it.
In Palmerston North, they paraded their prized machinery through the city centre, bringing dogs and unconventional props. Farmers worried the proposed emissions tax will rip the guts out of rural New Zealand.
Look around you. Every fifth farmer you see here today will be gone by 2030.
The farming tax is ridiculous. It's going to kill our industry.
There were fewer protesters in Wellington, but they were just as loud.
Farmers want to be heard in that, we care for our farms, we care for our livelihoods, and we actually care for the environment.
The protesters might not support the current plan for tax, but they do support lowering emissions, although they want to do it through on-farm actions rather than more tax.
We do our bit. We plant trees and we look after our environment.
If other people lose their farms, they might be a bit sad too. Also, I don't like vegetables.
And farmers say vegetable prices will increase if the tax goes ahead.
It's going to hike food prices even more than what they already are.
My focus is on working constructively with our food producers to get the best possible outcome for them and for New Zealand.
There's a major set of challenges that the government's got, and we don't support them whatsoever. We back our farmers.
Those farmers out in force in the South Island too. Of the 56 convoys nationwide, Christchurch was perhaps the most colourful.
We're going to have lots of hungry people because they can't afford the food.
Further south in Dunedin City, locals turned up in support. Groundswell's given the government until the end of the month to respond to its demands, or else.
We could be doing this 3 or 4 more times before the election.
An election issue farmers are refusing to stay quiet on. Alexa Cook, Newshub.